What's up everybody, Johnny Omega here, giving you my review of Late Night. This movie stars Emma Thompson and Mindy Kaling. Emma Thompson plays a late night talk show host who's been on the air for a really long time, but when the ratings started to go down, the network looks to recast her with a younger, more relevant comedian. She looks to her writing staff to make her show great again, but when the topic of the fact that her writing staff is all white males comes up, she realizes that has to change. So in comes Mindy Kaling. She's basically a diversity hire and she doesn't really have any experience in writing for a talk show, so part of the movie is the conflict that she comes into with having to prove herself against the other writers on the staff as well as Emma Thompson's character herself. So starting with what I liked about the movie, the acting by the two main leads was great. Emma and more surprisingly Mindy both pulled their weight evenly in this movie. Emma plays a mean, overbearing boss that's just rude to everybody that works for her. And Mindy is almost typecast at this point as playing the overly optimistic, almost naive person, but the two styles clash so well in this movie and it makes for some great comedy. Another thing I liked about this movie was the writing. I thought that was great as well. The movie felt very relevant with the way that it incorporated certain things and certain situations that are going on right now. I really can't get into it much without spoiling the movie because there were definitely some things I didn't see coming. And even though this movie isn't really fast paced, I like the way that it played out because it was never boring. Another thing I liked about the movie was the whole behind the scenes aspects of how writers work on TV talk shows. I don't really know how accurate everything was, but I'm gonna assume that it wasn't embellished too much because it's the type of thing that doesn't really need to be. The only thing I'd say negative about the movie really isn't a negative when you look at it a certain way. Outside of Emma and Mindy's character, you don't really care about anybody else in this movie. Everybody on the writing team was pretty bland and there's not really much that separates any of the characters from one another. But that was probably something that was intentionally done because the whole premise of the movie is that they needed somebody different in the writing room. Although there was one exception to the whole character blandness thing, and that's John Lithgow, who plays Emma's husband. He wasn't really in the movie much, but I really enjoyed his performance with the screen time that he had. So in conclusion, the acting by Emma and Mindy were great, the story was well written, well executed, and overall just interesting to watch. All that being said, I'd say this movie is worth a watch. So comment below and let me know what you guys thought of the movie. Thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit the thumbs up and click that subscribe button to see what we got coming next.